All right, good morning, everyone. So here we will take up our session on principle of virtual work in the course of mechanics. So this is particularly a principle by virtue of which you can actually determine and solve the problems of mechanics, which we have been solving using the free body diagrams or the force equilibrium, right? So this is an alternative approach, and it can also be applied to certain indeterminate problems as well. So let us see at slide backgrounds of this. Uh, so this is a kind of a lifting mechanism where you can see there are similar links uh, to elongate its length or height uh, for the construction purposes. So in order to solve such type of mechanisms, and we need to agree on this, that the configuration is only limited to one or a couple of parameters. Though the number of members may be very large, the number of members may be very large, but the degrees of freedom is one. That it either moves in upward or downward direction. So only by representing by only one theta, the displacement of all other points can be known, right? So there are some things which are which we must understand. So let us see what is a prior to virtual work, what we do. In order to generally solve a system, we draw a free body diagram, okay, which contains the external forces, the links, constraints, what are the reactions, okay. So that is the what general process what we follow to draw a free body diagram. And then for each free body diagram, we write the equations of equilibrium. So while writing the equation of equilibrium, we keep in mind that sum of all the forces in x direction is equal to 0, and sum of all the forces in y direction is equal to 0. Or in certain cases, we may also use the moment equilibrium, like we use in the truss problems. Okay. And further, you apply these equations of equilibrium to determine the number of unknowns. Okay. So let us say our three unknowns are there, so we need to apply three equilibrium equations. So the other important parameter which we keep in mind is DOF, degree of freedom. Degree of freedom is the parameter. It is that number which specify the configuration of a system, right? So this is a process which we generally follow in a force, if we try to solve the problem using a force equilibrium approach, and we have been using this post until now. We have been using this approach for all the problems. For example, just to recall what we do. For example, if we have this system, two link system AB and BC, and the point A is hinged at A, and point B is a pin joint between the two links AB and BC, and at point C there is a roller support, means it can translate in this direction but it cannot move in the vertical direction, right? A force P of 30 kilonewton is applied at point C, okay, as shown. It is required that determine the value of force F, which keeps the system in equilibrium, maintaining this angle of 45 degree. The length of these two links is given to us as 1 meter and 1 meter. So what we do in our conventional process is, first of all, I think our target is we remove the supports. So once we remove the supports, we always get the reactions, okay. So it is a hinge support, so we can have one horizontal force, we can have another vertical force. So horizontal force is this, vertical force is this. You can keep the signs arbitrary, but after solving we can see. But keep in mind why this horizontal reaction was kept in the negative x direction, because there is only one force in x direction which is acting in positive direction, okay. So the reaction must act in the opposite direction. So this is AX, this is AY. Another support is roller support at C. When I remove this, there will be a vertical reaction CY, okay. Now once we get this, next our target is to get the free body diagram of each link. So let us separate AB and BC. So once we do that, we separate AB and BC, keeping in mind that the B is a pin joint. So A, the only support reactions are acting, At point B, the force F is acting, and Bx and By are the reactions. And in member BC, at point C, external force 30 kilonewton is acting, and reaction Cy is exist. And at point B, you can also show the reactions. Keep in mind, the reaction in this free body diagram are equal and opposite to the reaction shown in this free body diagram. That is the one of the principle we use, fundamental, which we use in the while drawing the free body diagrams. Okay, and now what we do, we apply the equation of equilibrium for each part. Sigma fx equal to 0, sigma fi equal to 0, and sigma m equal to 0. So once we apply that for both the parts, I'm not solving this, trying to show the calculation, please go through them. So from each free body diagram, which we can make out that Bx is 30 kilonewton, that reaction Bx is 30 kilonewton, because if we look at this diagram, Bx must be 30 kilonewton, and By and Cy are equal and opposite, right? Now in this diagram, if you come back this diagram, if Bx is 30, your Ax must be 30. Okay, and Ay minus By plus F will be equal to 0. So writing these equations will help me to evaluate these unknowns, and I get the magnitude of force F equal to be 60 kilonewton, right? So like this we used to solve in our previous whatever we have done so far. Now the talk of the today is focused on principle of virtual work, and this is not something which we have done earlier. Principle of virtual work states that whatever the amount of work done has been imposed on a body, equivalent to that it will be displaced, right? Or vice versa, right? So in case of principle, how do we define work? It is force times the displacement, corresponding displacement. But here what we assume that the displacement is imaginary. Displacement is virtual. Virtual means imaginary or unreal, something which does not exist. So we provide a virtual displacement to any point because of the force, because of the external force. Okay, and this external force and the virtual displacement will contribute towards the virtual work. Okay, and because it is virtual, the total work done must be 0. So this is the equation which we will obtain, that delta W, if W is the work done, delta W is the virtual work done. So delta W equal to 0 is the mathematical equation which we will use to express the principle of virtual work. But how to get delta W is force into corresponding displacement. We'll look at how we will obtain the problem solution. So in general, what to do? In general, to analyze the system using the principle of virtual work, we imagine a virtual displacement according to the degree of freedom of the system. Degree of freedom means whether it can move in x direction, y direction, or both of them. Okay, the net work done is calculated. Then we calculate the net work done, force times the displacement, by calculating the work done due to each force. Since the system is in equilibrium, no displacement is possible, and therefore net work done must be 0. So that is the primary assumption we use, that net work done is 0. So this is put equal to 0, the total work done, delta W equal to 0, and the equation is solved to find the unknowns. So in brief, we need not remove the supports, we need not apply the force free body diagrams, and we need not apply the equation of equilibriums. Okay, but yes, what we have to do is we have to look at the configuration of the structure or the mechanism, that how it will actually deform under the action of the forces. Okay, so this is something which we will now do in the principle of virtual work. Let us look at the step wise. एक और इम्पोर्टेंट बात है इसमें प्रिंसिपल ऑफ वर्चुअल वर्क में, कि सपोर्ट रिएक्शंस जो है, हम यहाँ पर सपोर्ट्स नहीं हटाएंगे, हमें सपोर्ट्स को हटाने की जरूरत नहीं है, हटा सकते हो आप, बट सपोर्ट्स की वजह से जो रिएक्शंस आ रही हैं, उन रिएक्शंस की वजह से आप वर्क डन को एज्यूम नहीं करोगे. द वर्क डन जो आएगा वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक्सटर्नली अप्लाइड फोर्सेस की वजह से है. ओके, सो in the work expression of the total work done, we will use the work done due to externally applied forces alone. Okay, no constraints, no support reactions will be considered. हाँ, लेकिन अगर कुछ ऐसे हैं जैसे टाई रोड है, स्प्रिंग है, स्ट्रिंग है, तो स्ट्रिंग की वजह से क्या है, टेंशन आएगी. स्प्रिंग की वजह से क्या है, स्प्रिंग फोर्स आएगा. सो दीज मे बी कंसीडर्ड एज द फोर्सेस. दीज आर एक्चुअली द फोर्सेस, एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस. लेकिन जो सपोर्ट रिएक्शंस हैं, सपोर्ट्स हैं, वो हमारी फोर्सेस नहीं है, वो एक रेजिस्टेंस है. ठीक है, तो ओवरऑल जो स्टेप्स क्या होंगे, सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे, आइडेंटिफाई एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस की कौन कौन सी एक्सटर्नल फोर्स एक्ट कर रही हैं. तो इस बात में हम सबसे पहले ध्यान देंगे कि एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस होती क्या क्या है. हो सकता है पॉइंट फोर्स लग रहा हो, यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड फोर्स लग रहा हो, फोर्स ड्यू टू ग्रेविटेशन हो, फोर्स ड्यू टू स्प्रिंग फोर्स हो, स्ट्रिंग फोर्स हो. gravitational force may not be considered generally in our problems. ठीक है, so fix the origin. एक रेफरेंस पॉइंट हमें लेना बहुत जरूरी है यहाँ पर, which is not moving, which is stationary. Okay, that is we will consider this as origin, और सारी की सारी डिस्टेंसेस जो हैं वो हम इसी ओरिजिन से कंप्यूट करेंगे. ओके, प्लीज it is very important to focus on to determine the location of the origin, because all the distances and displacement must be measured from this point. Okay, so we will see this in the coming numericals, how do we come at this point. Further, imagine a small virtual displacement according to the DOF, degree of freedom, and please try to draw the deformed configuration of the mechanism. Okay, this is very important. अगर हम डिफॉर्म्ड कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बना लेते हैं कि अगर थोड़ी सी डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो रही है तो हमारा जो मैकेनिज्म होगा वो कैसा हो जाएगा. आई थिंक द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ वर्चुअल वर्क इज वेरी इजी एट दिस. ठीक है, सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू सी, एंड हेंस इमेजिन ए स्मॉल वर्चुअल डिस्प्लेसमेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू DOF, right? And then in order to calculate the displacement, please take the derivative of the distances. Okay, so let us say your xd is the displacement of point D, then take delta xd as the displacement. Okay, so that you can compute in the work done. So further you compute the work done because of the external forces. सिर्फ हमें वही पॉइंट हमारे पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट होंगे जहां पर फोर्स एक्ट कर रही है, नॉट ऑल द अदर पॉइंट्स. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट अस लुक एट, गो बैक टू दिस प्रॉब्लम. तो यहाँ पर अगर हमारे टॉप के 4 पॉइंट्स हैं, यहाँ पर फोर्स लग रही है, तो द फोर्स विल बी अज्यूम्ड ओनली दीज 4 पॉइंट्स विल बी पॉइंट ऑफ कंसर्न. हालांकि बहुत सारे मेंबर्स हैं, बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स हैं, लेकिन जो टॉप के पॉइंट्स हैं 4 जहां पर फोर्स लग रही है, only those will contribute towards the work done, because it has to do with force as well as to the work done. Okay, also the note which I have emphasized earlier, reactions and constraint forces do not do any work. That means please do not consider the reaction forces or the constraint forces due to the supports. Obviously they do not contribute anything towards the work done, and hence do not consider them in the virtual work expression. ठीक है, अब हम बढ़ते हैं कि कैसे हम इस प्रॉब्लम को सोल्व कर सकते हैं. सबसे पहले हम एक प्रॉब्लम देखते हैं, एक पेंडुलम की. ओके, एक पेंडुलम है ये, बट प्लीज डोंट अज्यूम दैट इट इज ऑसिलेटिंग. ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में है, स्टेबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में, इक्विलिब्रियम में, एट विच इज एट रेस्ट एट एन एंगल थीटा. ठीक है, कहा गया है कि ये फोर्स F कितनी होनी चाहिए ताकि ये पेंडुलम जो है वो उसी पोजीशन पर रहे, राइट? सो we need to determine the value of this force F. We can always go ahead with the force equilibrium, but we are trying to obtain this using the principle of virtual work. The only thing is given is the pendulum specification, that is length of the pendulum, what is length of the link AB, rod AB, and mass of the pendulum, that is mass of the bob B. तो सबसे पहले जो हमारा पॉइंट होता है, फोर्स, एक्सटर्नल फोर्स क्या एक्ट कर रही है यहाँ पर, देयर इज ए फोर्स F विच इज एक्टिंग, राइट। और क्योंकि इसका मास दिया हुआ है, वी कैन नॉट नेग्लेक्ट इट्स वेट, okay, so there will be a gravitational force mg which will be acting downward, right. So at this point B, the force will act in this direction, at the same point the force will act in this direction, right. तो हमने फोर्सेस आइडेंटिफाई कर ली, हमारा स्टेप 1 हो गया। उसके बाद हमें देखना है कि हमारा रेफरेंस पॉइंट क्या हो सकता है। क्या होगा अगर हम फोर्स को चेंज करेंगे, तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास दो ही पॉइंट है, ए और बी। तो बी पॉइंट जो है वो चेंज होगा, लेकिन ए पॉइंट चेंज नहीं होगा। इट मींस वी कैन टेक ए पॉइंट एज ए रेफरेंस पॉइंट। ऑब्वियसली इस प्रॉब्लम में काफी आसान है आइडेंटिफाई करना, बट इन सम ऑफ द कपल ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स इट मे बी स्लाइटली ट्रिकी व्हिच पॉइंट टू बी कंसीडर्ड एज ए ओरिजिन पॉइंट और ए रेफरेंस पॉइंट। ठीक है, तो हम हमारी सारी की सारी डिस्टेंसेस जो है वो ए पॉइंट से मेजर करेंगे। अब क्योंकि एफ फोर्स इधर एक्ट कर रही है, तो जो ये वाली डिस्टेंस है ये इसके वर्क डन में डिस्टेंस कंट्रीब्यूट करेगी। सो दिस इज एक्स बी एंड दिस इज वाई बी। सो वी कैन always obtain this xb and yb from the principle of trigonometry and right angle triangle. So yb is equal to L cos theta and xb is equal to L sin theta. हम ये मानते हैं ये एक इक्विलिब्रियम पोजीशन है। हमने क्या कहा उसके बाद एक डिफॉर्म्ड कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हम देखते हैं। लेट अस से कि ये जो पेंडुलम की स्ट्रिंग या रोड जो है ये टिल्ट होती है बाय एन एंगल डेल्टा थीटा। तो अगर ये डेल्टा थीटा से टिल्ट होती है विच इज शोन इन द रेड लाइन हियर, तो क्या होगा, ये बॉब जो है थोड़ा सा इधर जाएगी। इट मींस वाई बी जो है वो कम हो जाएगा, एक्स बी जो है वो बढ़ जाएगा। प्लीज सी वेरी केयरफुली, ये एक्स बी था, ये चेंज इन एक्स बी इज डेल्टा एक्स बी, दिस वाज वाई बी अर्लियर, लेकिन वाई बी इज नाउ इन रिड्यूस, सो डेल्टा वाई बी। ठीक है, यानी कि अगर कोई भी चेंज हो रहा है, one of the dimension will increase, other dimension will decrease, right? That is also shown here. So we can compute delta yb or delta xb आएगा कितना, we can simply get the derivatives. So delta yb is equal to minus L sin theta delta theta and delta xb is equal to L cos theta delta theta. उसके बाद क्या था, once we evaluate the displacements, हमें वर्क डन इवेल्युएट करना है। अब वर्क डन होगा किसकी वजह से, क्योंकि दो फोर्स एक्ट कर रही हैं एफ और एम जी, तो एफ की वजह से वर्क डन होगा एफ इंटू डेल्टा एक्स पी, सो एफ इंटू डेल्टा एक्स पी, और एम जी की वजह से जो वर्क डन होगा वो डेल्टा वाई बी होगा, सो एम जी इंटू डेल्टा वाई बी। यहाँ ध्यान दो, हमने एम जी में यहाँ सीधा माइनस रख लिया है क्योंकि डायग्राम से हमें दिख रहा है कि डेल्टा वाई बी नेगेटिव हुआ है। यू कैन सिंपली पुट प्लस एम जी डेल्टा वाई बी, और डेल्टा वाई बी का यह वाला नेगेटिव साइन पिक्चर में अपने आप आ जाएगा। सो प्लीज सी दैट हाउ वी हैव टू go with the sign convention. So delta w is equal to f delta xb minus mg times delta yb equal to 0. We can substitute what is delta xb and delta yb from the previous computations and write the expression of delta w, and we know that this must be equal to 0. This must be equal to 0. So once since there is no, क्योंकि जो हमने डिस्प्लेसमेंट एज्यूम की थी डेल्टा थीटा, दिस इज इमेजिनरी। अगर ये इमेजिनरी है तो वर्क डन भी इमेजिनरी है, मींस दैट शुड बी 0. सो दैट गिव्स अस f cos थीटा इज इक्वल टू mg sin थीटा, यानी कि f will be equal to mg tan theta. It means in order to maintain it at an angle of theta, one must apply a force which is equal to weight, mg is nothing but weight, times tan of this angle, tan theta. Let us look at certain corollary, like if it is to be, the equilibrium position lies at 45 degree, then tan 45 is unity, so f is equal to weight. So that means one has to apply the force equal to the weight of the bob in horizontal direction to maintain the equilibrium at an angle of 45 degree. So you can see how we could actually solve the problem of a pendulum, forces of a pendulum, in using the principle of virtual work without actually drawing the free body diagram or using the principle of virtual work using, and we are not using the equilibrium equations here. So this is just an alternative approach, but sometimes very useful, particularly in the indeterminate system or the system which involves various number of links. Okay, let us have a look at the problem which we did just now using the principle of equilibriums. So here what we see is ABC. My A point is, the point A is fixed point and point C is roller point. So external forces which are at which the external forces are acting, one is P, other is F. Okay, so let us see which is the origin point. Origin will be, because C will translate. ओके, सी पे भी सपोर्ट है, ए पे भी सपोर्ट है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि दोनों में से किसी को भी ले सकते हैं हम, बट सिंस सी इज अ रोलर सपोर्ट, इट विल ट्रांसलेट, इट विल नॉट बी ए पॉइंट व्हिच विल नॉट मूव. सो सिर्फ एक ही पॉइंट है ए व्हिच विल नॉट मूव, तो हम सारी की सारी डिस्टेंसेस ए से लेंगे. अब सी पॉइंट की ए से जो है डिस्टेंस, वो एक्स डिस्टेंस भी ले सकते हैं, वाई डिस्टेंस भी ले सकते हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि फोर्स पी इस डायरेक्शन में एक्ट कर रही है, सो देयरफॉर the distance which is in x-axis will contribute towards the movement, towards the work done, right? Because cos 90 will be 0, so we will not look at the perpendicular distance. ठीक है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. इसीलिए हम ध्यान देंगे कि xc क्या है. c की x कोऑर्डिनेट से c की पोजीशन देख सकते हैं हम x डायरेक्शन में. You can see that. So xc will be equal to 2l cos theta. You can use a simple triangle trigonometry in that. So xc will be equal to 2l cos theta. Now since f is acting in the y direction, the distance we need will be in y coordinate, that is this distance. So this distance will be nothing but yb is equal to l sin theta. ठीक है, so please this is very important कि distances हमने कौन सी ली. ध्यान देना, हमने परपेंडिकुलर वाली डिस्टेंस नहीं ली, सिर्फ पैरेलल वाली डिस्टेंस ली है, यानी कि वी हैव टेकन द डिस्टेंस इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द एक्सटर्नल फोर्स, बिकॉज इफ वी टेक द परपेंडिकुलर, द फोर्स इनटू परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस विल एक्चुअली नॉट प्रोड्यूस एनी वर्क. सो लेट अस से वी गिव एनी स्मॉल वर्चुअल डिस्प्लेसमेंट टू दिस, तो सी पॉइंट जो है वो सी प्राइम तक मूव हो गया और बी जो मूव हो जाएगा बी प्राइम तक मूव हो जाएगा. यानी कि अगर डेल्टा एक्स सी बढ़ रहा है तो वाई बी जो है वो कम हो जाएगा बाय एन अमाउंट डेल्टा वाई बी. सो वी कैन कंप्यूट व्हाट इज डेल्टा वाई बी एंड डेल्टा एक्स सी बाय सिंपली यूजिंग द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डेरिवेटिव. सो वाई, सिंस वाई बी इज एल साइन थीटा, डेल्टा वाई विल बी इक्वल टू एल कॉस थीटा डेल्टा थीटा. Same way we can use for delta xc. Then using the principle of virtual work, there are only two forces, one is F, one is P. यहाँ ध्यान देना है हमें कि P की वजह से जो वर्क डन प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, that is P into delta xc. P into delta xc and F into delta yb. It should be xc here. So once we do this, we can put it in the principle of virtual work, delta W equal to 0. And please note that one of the work done is negative, the other work done is positive. This is simply because you can see delta XC is negative of delta YB. हमने यहाँ पर सिर्फ magnitude ली है. Please see in this expression, we have taken only the magnitude. We can see that delta YB is negative of the delta XC. Yeah, in other words, we can say that one of the force will contribute towards the positive work, the other force will contribute towards the negative work. So same thing we have imposed mathematically here. So once we do that, F cos theta is equal to 2P sin theta and F is equal to 2P tan theta. So that is equal to, because theta is given to you as 45 degree here. So tan theta is tan 45, which is 1. So F is equal to 60 kilonewton. You can see that you have to actually apply twice of this force P to keep the system in equilibrium. Now this is how we did using the principle of virtual work. Okay, I will repeat at a few important points which we solved using this problem. That is, fix the origin. So we have taken A as a reference point. Okay, because all other points are moving. Take note of the external forces. So there are only two forces, P, which is acting in X direction at point C, F, which is acting in Y direction at point B. The third point, take care of the distances from C, from origin to the external point of external forces. तो जो C point है उसकी जो distance होगी वो XC होगी, क्योंकि जो P act कर रहा है वो X direction में act कर रहा है. So take these distances in the direction of the forces. So क्योंकि P X direction में act कर रहा है, so therefore we are taking XC. F Y direction में act कर रहा है, therefore we are taking in YB. Simply because why we are not taking XB and YC? Because the work done in the perpendicular direction will be 0. Cos 90 is 0, right? तो ये बहुत important चीज है. जैसे ही हमने Y direction displacements निकाली, we can determine the virtual displacements by differentiating them. Okay, and once we do that, we write the expression for the work done due to all individual forces. So there are two individual forces, one is P, other is F. So please write down the expression because of work done due to P, work done due to F, and take note of the sense of the work done. Okay, the work done due to P will be opposite to that of the work done due to F. So therefore the opposite signs have been taken. This is also evident from the expression of the displacements. Please note, यहाँ पर ध्यान देने की बहुत जरूरत है, क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पर नेगेटिव साइन वर्चुअल वर्क डन का सेंस में लिख लिया है. सो देयरफॉर डेल्टा एक्स सी की जो वैल्यू है -2l sin थीटा, आई हैव नॉट केप्ट हियर. ओके, तो कोई भी एक पॉइंट हमें ध्यान देना है. So by this, once we solve this simple simplification, will lead to the solution. Also, please note one correction. This YC must be XC. Okay, P dot delta XC. So please note this correction here. So these are the again steps which we have followed. Identify the external forces, fix the origin, find the distances of the points where the external forces are acting with respect to the origin. Imagine a small virtual displacement according to degree of freedom. Take derivative of all the distances and calculate the virtual work done by the external forces and equate it to 0. Please note, there are no support reactions to be considered for the external work. All right, so we will stop it here. Thank you very much for today.